Hello and good evening. Hello and good evening. Welcome to the second section of the day 2 event of the Gene Summit, Gene Africa. If you're online, can you send some emojis? Can I see you? Kindly signify if you're online. Good evening. If you can hear me, let me know. Kindly let me know if you can hear me. Can you hear me? Hello? Good evening and welcome to the second section of the day 1 of the Gene Africa Summit. If you can hear me, kindly let me know. Kindly put it down on the comment section that you can hear me. Kindly let me know in the comment section. Can you hear me? All right. Good evening. Good evening. I can see Mr. Samuel Osai Otupa. I can see Mr. Gospower Oreo Genebru. All right. You're all welcome. You're welcome. This is the second segment of the day 1 of the Gene Africa Summit. So if you were here for the first segment, you would have listened to the Prince of Copywriting, Mr. Emmanuel Akwe, and the goddess of the pen goddess, Miss Ijeoma Dicta. It has been an amazing journey so far. There has been so much rema and so much value given. Yeah, so good evening, everyone. If you're just joining us, you're welcome. You're welcome. All right. It's past 7 o'clock already, and we would continue so that we don't keep our guest speaker waiting. So my name is El Favor Chidima John, and I'm going to be the moderator for today. We have for this evening's section, we have a digital strategist, one of Nigeria's renowned digital personnel. We have Mr. Fee Stephen. All right, so I'm going to be inviting him to the stage right now so he can begin his section since we are behind the schedules. No. All right. Okay, so I'll be bringing on Mr. Fee Steven to continue today's event on how we can negotiate our global reality.
Hello,
Hello,
good
Mr.
evening. Can you?
Yeah, good evening, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How are you doing?
Very fine, sir. And you?
I'm awesome. I'm
All
awesome.
right, sir. All right, sir. You're welcome, sir. We are privileged to have you, and we are glad to have you here, sir.
Thank you.
All right, sir. I think you can go on now. You can go on since you're behind the time.
All right, great. So, good evening and good evening, everyone. Welcome to tonight's session. I believe we've been having lots of value from the previous sessions, and I will go ahead and do some things and say some things that are very, very, very important if you have any plan to use digital tools to facilitate your business expansion. And if you're live already and you're ready for the value that is about to be shared, okay? If you're ready for the value that's about to be shared, go ahead and share this link with someone that you know is supposed to be here. Someone that's supposed to learn this thing with you. Go ahead and share this link with the person. And then also let me know that you're ready. Just go ahead and type ready in the chat box. Let me know that you're ready for the session tonight. It's going to be very instructive. It's going to be very straight to the point. I'll use about 30 minutes. I'm ready. I'm out of time. I have something else to do in the next about 30, 40 minutes thereabout. So I'll use about 30 minutes. So I'll be very straight, direct, but instructive. So make sure that the people that are in this session right now are able to leave this session with exact ways, exact strategies through which they can establish what is called business expansion in this global economy. Now, the first thing I think is important that you note, okay, very quickly, before I get into that, right, I want to thank the convener of this particular meeting, Uzochukwu Emmanuel. It's awesome to be here. I'm always elated when I have an opportunity to share value, to give value to people. It's always an amazing time. Also, very big thank you to the team, those that are working behind the scenes to make sure that that this conference is something that makes sense, that this conference is something that adds value to people. So for as many people that are behind the scenes working to make this thing a success, I thank all of you. Now, for the next few minutes, just take out something to write on, remove every distraction as much as possible, and focus on what we will be talking about. So how to use digital tools for business expansion in the new global economy. If you can hear me loud and clear, go ahead and let me know that you can hear me. The first thing that is important to note is that things have changed. Now, if at this point in time you still don't know that there's something that is missing already, because one thing we try to do most times is to deny the fact that things have the capability to change. As human beings, we are people that get comfortable relatively fast with a norm. Once something happens over and over again, it becomes, in quotes, normal. And because it becomes normal, we accept it as reality. We accept it as what is true. Yesterday I had this session called the 10 Minutes with Fee, where I talked about what is called isolating truth. Because most times, because things happen over and over and over and over again, right? We most times accept what happens to be true. And although that may be a reality for a time, it may not be the complete truth. So as soon as you get to a point where you understand that things have the capability to change, it is easier for you to both adapt to and respond to change. And that's the very first thing I think is important that we know from tonight, that things have changed. Things have changed. So knowing that things have changed allows you to approach things from a whole different dimension, from a newer level of thinking, from a newer level of initiative. The fact that you know that things have changed allows you to approach the digital space, allows you to approach your business from a different perspective, especially if you're thinking about expansion. Okay. So yeah, let me continue because I'm just checking my time. I'm really running out of time fast. So knowing that things have changed, the first thing that is important you do because things have changed is what is called establishing balance. Establishing balance. You can go ahead and write that in the comment box. Establishing balance. Now, I did my first degree in human physiology in the University of Ilorin, right? And if there's anything that they taught us in physiology, is the fact that the human body has what is called a system of balance. Now, follow me. I'm trying to use this to land to a particular point. If you can understand this, it's easy for you to do the other things I'll talk about. using digital strategies, digital tools for business expansion in this global economy. So establishing balance. What do I mean by establishing balance? Listen, the human body has what is called control systems that allow it to regulate itself. Let me give you an example. If you're in a hot environment, what happens? You start sweating, right? Now, that's what you see. That's what you see. What you do not see is that because of the heat in the environment and because of how hot the inside of your body is, the pores of your skin, there's some little holes on your skin called pores, right? The pores of your skin, they open up and allow what is called excretion of sweat. Okay, water and salt, excretion of sweat. So that happens in order to try and extract heat from inside the body to the outside part of the body. Now, the same you that was sweating, if you enter a cold environment, what happens? Immediately, what happens is your skin tries to close up. You know, some people call it goosebumps. You see those things on your skin, right? They tries to close up so that the cold from the external part of the body does not what come in. That is establishing balance, but that is what happens in physiology. Apart from physiology, this same principle happens everywhere. The balance happens when you're hungry. If you're hungry, you try to look for food. If you're thirsty, immediately you're inclined or you're motivated without anybody asking you to look for what? For water. True or false? You're motivated to look for water. But then what we do not know is that even right now in the world, there is an establishment of balance happening. Let me explain. Within the last 8 months, 9 months, some people have become ridiculously richer. But do you know the meaning of that? That means some other people have become ridiculously poorer. Are you following? There is what is called establishing of balance in everything, including the world. Just the way your body would try to balance the level of water or the amount of water or salt or the amount of glucose, those things in your body, the body tries, when you have excess water in your body, you try to you try to excrete that water either through sweat or through urine, right? Now, the same thing happens in the world. There is always a system of balance that exists in such a way that as soon as one thing is happening, it is automatically being accompanied by another thing. So while some people are getting very much richer, some other people are getting very much poorer. It all depends on positioning. That's why the most important thing you must realize if you want to really use digital tools for business expansion in this new global economy, one of the most important things you must realize or you must take note of is that you must position yourself to be in the favorable part of the balance. You must position yourself to be in the favorable part of the balance, because if you are not positioned, whether you like it or not, the balance will happen. Whether you like it or not, there's a balancing happening in the world right now. How many of you know that Elon Musk was not in the top 20 richest people in the last 1 year? Do you know that? He was not one of the 20 richest people. He wasn't one of them. But do you know his net worth right now? Several people, look at Zoom as a platform, as a company, look at how rich they have become. Several people have become ridiculously rich in this period, but at the same time, a balance is happening. So for that balance to happen, what happens? Several people also become ridiculously poor. Some people's currencies are shaking against the dollar. You know some of those countries. So the currencies have to adjust to make sure that some set of people become even poorer than they were in February. If you're not looking at it from that aspect, you don't know what's happening, but that's what is happening. Balance is happening. The good thing with balance is once you are at the right side of balance, it favors you. Once you're at the right side of balance, it favors you. So how do you get to the right side of balance using digital tools and platforms? I'll be very practical. I'll be very straightforward. I'll be very instructive so that as soon as we are done with this class, some of you can begin to take action. Now, listen to me. If you are in business and you want to use the word expansion, or if you're about to go into business and you really want to expand in this global economy, one of the first things you must think of from the beginning is the word automation. Automation. Now, go ahead and write automation in comment box. Automation. How many of you have heard of automation before? I'll explain from a different light now. You know, I was watching a particular session. With John Obidi. Some of you know John Obidi. Most of you know John Obidi. I follow him a lot. Those of you that know me closely, you know how much I follow him, right? I was watching a particular session with him, and he said something that I'll re-echo here. He said something. He said that some of you, some of us, so many people have not yet started the things that their wealth is tied to because they are so occupied with what they are doing right now. Let me explain. Now, he's saying that it is possible for you to be too busy to be great. It's possible for you to be too busy that you can never be great because your greatness is tied to something. And although your greatness is tied to that thing, you are so busy doing what you're doing right now that there is no time for you to think. There's no time for you to meditate. There's no time for you to get extended knowledge, to attend meetings like this that expand you to other things. There's no time for you to go ahead and watch YouTube videos, to go ahead and see the things that can truly help you grow. There's no time for you to do that. Not because you're doing something bad, but because you're busy. So you can be too busy to be great. That's a dangerous thing. That's a very dangerous thing. So you're too occupied with what you're doing that you cannot do what you're supposed to do because you don't even know that it exists. You have not positioned yourself in an environment where you know it exists. The reason why I'm raising this up is for you to really think global economy. You cannot be too occupied with the local economy. You can start from there, but you have to get to that point where you can establish systems of automation that allows you to create sufficient time for yourself to look at other things. Are you following? If you're getting value so far, go ahead and write value in the comment box. Let me know that we're following. You can see some of you already. I'm trying to see some of your comments from my other screen, right? Yeah, so let's say, for example, let me use an example from the comment box. I'm seeing Blessing here, one for Blessing. Let's say Blessing runs a business, a fashion business, for example, right? One of the things that Blessing has to start thinking about if she wants to get to a point of global domination or of expanding in the global economy, one of the things she must think of as soon as possible is automation. Automation is how you can get your business to be running without your active participation. If your business needs you to be both physically and mentally present at all times for it to work, it will be very difficult for you to achieve any form of global expansion. I'm being very sincere with you. If your business, if what you do, if who you are needs you 100%, if Blessing needs to be 100% in her fashion business, that means she needs to be there in the morning by 8. She needs to leave there by 5. She needs to call her clients. She needs to go and do deliveries. She needs to do this and do that for them to order from her. While she's sewing, she's receiving calls. Hello, so what's your size? Is that your real size? And this, that, this and that. It will be ready by Christmas Day. And she's thinking, am I sure it will be ready and things like that? See, if you are thinking that way, what time do you have to be great? What time do you have to look out for opportunities? What time do you have to position yourself in places where opportunities are? So automation. What does automation do for you? The first thing that automation does for you is that it helps you save time. And I'll be more practical, right? I'll tell you what to do to automate your business, at least for a start, okay? But the first thing that automation does for you is that it helps you save time, okay? It helps you save time. It allows you to do other things while your business is running itself. Allows you to take care of other things while your business is running itself. Automation is the first thing. The second thing that automation does for you is that it helps you create process. It helps you create process. What do I mean? Now, some of you cannot grow your business, not because you can't, but because you don't even know what is wrong. You do not have a step-by-step way of doing business. You defend yourself. You say you're doing it by the Spirit, or you say you're doing no. You don't have a process. You don't have an outline, a precept, how the temple should be laid. You don't have that step-by-step manner of conducting your business. And because you don't have that, it's difficult for you to even know what is wrong. Your business is not working out as much as you want it to work out, but you don't know where the problem is. Not because you cannot solve the problem, but because as a result of your lack of process, you are not sure exactly where the problem is coming from. I don't know what to fix. And it's very difficult to fix what you don't know. You know, when I was studying in medical school, right, one of the things they taught us was that internal bleeding or internal injuries are the worst kind of injuries. It's easier for you to get well if there's something external, if there's something people can see. But having an injury or an injury inside of your body, a place where it can't really be seen, especially with the very wonderful healthcare system we still have in the country, right, where we can't really get to see these things, okay, as fast as possible. It's many people lose their lives because of this kind of things. Many people are losing their businesses right now, even as we speak. Okay, in December, as we're speaking, some businesses will close down, not because the owners cannot fix what is wrong, but because they don't even know what's wrong. Process helps you identify mistakes. Did you get that? Someone should write that down. Process helps you identify mistakes. When you have you tried testing a result for those that are privileged to be good in cooking, right? I try to fight my battles. But those of you that are privileged to be good in cooking, have you tried, when you finish cooking and you taste the food and the food is a bit salty, right? Or is relatively salty, you know the part of your process that error occurred in. You know the part of your process. I know most times it's not like we really measure salt in Nigeria per se. Just listen to your spirit as you're pouring the salt, you taste it again, you just keep pouring and pouring, and before you know what's happening, the result is done. So let's say you finish cooking and you find out that the food is too salty. What do? You say, oh, it must have been when I was putting that salt. And something told me that it was okay, and something told me it was okay, but I just said, let me just put small again. So you know what was wrong. Why? Because of the process. Automation allows you to create that process. So what's the first thing you must do? For you to get to global expansion, the reason why I talked about automation is you cannot automate something that does not exist. So you must have a structure. So under automation, the most important part of automation is not the digital tools I'm about to tell you right now. The most important part of automation is having a structure. You cannot expand what does not exist. And that's what some of us do. You don't have a business. You just come out and you start off something today and you're like, how can I take the nations? You don't have something. You don't have something that is standard and you want to expand. You can't expand something that does not exist. You expand structures. You expand something that currently exists. So the most important part of automation is establishing structure. And how do you establish structure? You ask yourself, what exactly is the process by which my business runs? How does my business, let me just break it down for you. Number one, someone should write that down. How does my business create value? That's the first thing. How your business creates value. How your business creates value. That's the first thing. That's the first thing. Now, the second thing is who your business is creating value for. How your business creates value is the first thing. Who your business is creating value for is the second thing. Now, the third thing is how your business delivers value. And by value, you can replace value with solution, right? Because anything valuable must be able to solve something for someone. How does your business deliver value? See, you have to sit down with yourself after now and answer these questions for yourself. How does your business create value? How does your business, who does your business create value for? That's the second one. Third one is, how does your business deliver that value it has created to the people it has created the value for? Now, the fourth one and the last one I'll talk about is, how does your business capture value? And by capture value, I mean get paid. Yes, get paid. How does your business get rewards for the value it creates? How do you get rewards? How do you retrieve money from the people that you give your product or your services to? Okay, because sometimes, right, people, not everybody that calls you customer or things like that is really your customer. It's people that are paying you. You have to look for people that's how you have to capture value. You have to capture value because you can find out that your value creation is great. Your value, you know the people you're supposed to deliver your value to. You're able to deliver your value well. But for some of you, your issue is that capturing value part. That's part of capturing value. Man, to take money from people, it's not really me. I just want to do the will of God and things like that. See, you have to be able to get to that point where you know that it's okay to be rewarded for what you're doing. It's okay to be rewarded. It's okay to demand rewards for what you're doing. You know the value you're offering, you know the people you're offering it to, you know it's of high quality. So have that structure in place. Now, after having the structure, what do you do next? You try to automate the structure. You now ask yourself, in what ways can I automate my process of creating value? Let me see if I can use an example, right? Can I use an example? Can someone just tell me the business you do? I'll try and check the comment box if I can use a real life example on as we go. But while that's going on, let's continue. So how can I automate my process of creating value? Is there a way I can make it faster? Is there a way I can make it easier? Is there a way I can make it to run without me? Okay. Now, I'm already running out of time, right? So I'll just talk about some tools that can help you with automation. Are we ready for that? Some tools that can help you with automation. Now, the first tool I'll talk about for tonight, okay, that can help you with automation for your business, okay, is what's called email marketing tools. Email marketing tools. For those of you that are just starting out, you can use MailChimp. MailChimp is an amazing tool that allows you to automate a part of your business. With MailChimp, you don't have to manually, have to send mails or messages to people individually. You can easily automate a mail, right? And then the people that sign up for that mailing list automatically get that mail. Imagine I had to send, congratulations mail to everybody that signs up to my mailing list. No, that's not how it works. If you go to fitsteven.com now, fitsteven.com/mail, and you sign up for my mailing list, where you get to receive all my mails and things that I share to people there, right? You will get a mail. The mail will even carry your name. It's before that when banks send us message with our name, where we should be excited. Man, Kai, it's my birthday. Someone has not even sent me a message, but Union Bank, they've sent me a message. Happy birthday to you. This, that. We love you. This and that. And then as soon as they finish sending you that message, they'll now deduct their transaction charge. It's automated. Those things are automated. They don't have to send it to each people one by one. So in your mind, you're loved, but let's not say, we won't say they don't love you, but you know what I mean. It's automated, so it helps your work become easier. Something that we do that hurts us is that we are not able to learn from people that are doing what is working. And that's very dangerous. If you're not able to learn from people that are doing something that works, it's dangerous. I'm running out of time. So MailChimp is a tool that you can use to automate your messaging, especially with your customers. So MailChimp allows you to automate that process. And if you're going to expand your business, you must have a system of automated responses to your customers. Automated responses, very important. So you can use MailChimp for automation. There are other tools you can use for automation to automate several parts of your businesses. There is Zapier. You can check out Zapier. You can check out tools like Grammarly. For those that write, you don't have to manually correct everything. Okay, you can use Grammarly to automatically correct some of the things that you've already done. Okay, some people have started putting their businesses. Let me see if I can take one here. There's quite a number of businesses here. Which one should I take? Okay, so as I go on, I'll use some of these businesses as examples. All right, great. So I've talked about automation. Now, the second thing I'll talk about, as I'm running out of time, the second thing I'll talk about is advertising, especially Facebook advertising. See, I'm going to be very straightforward with you, right? As at December 2020, if you want to expand your business in this global economy, you need to either learn the art of running profitable Facebook ads or be financially capable to hire someone that does. You cannot expand sufficiently globally if you're boosting your posts. Sorry to say. If in December 2020, you go online and you click on boost posts and use 1,000 Naira, and you say, I want to penetrate Canada. I just want to penetrate Canada. I'm the light of the world. And you're still boosting your post with 1,000 Naira. Not about the money now, but about the art of being able to create ads that truly convert. Ads that are truly profitable. See, it's an entire setup. It's an entire process. It's beyond everything you know right now. I've been studying the arts of running profitable ads for a long time now. I think sometime in July or thereabouts, I finished up my training with Facebook, and I was certified as a as a digital marketing associate of Facebook, right? And even as at that time, even with what I knew at that time, which is far more than what I knew as at last year, okay, I still had to learn more. I am still learning more. I'm still pushing into further steps. Why? Because Facebook advertising is truly an art. There are several things about it, several things. So you need to get to that point where you can decide that because you want to expand your business, you are truly going to learn the art of Facebook advertising. Very important. Very, very important. Now, how can you learn this art? One of the first ways you can start with, for those of you that just want to start out, you're not really, you don't really want to invest that much right now. One thing you can do to start right now is to go to facebook.com/blueprint. Facebook.com/blueprint. Someone should write that down for me. Facebook.com/blueprint. Now, that particular website has several trainings that Facebook itself has created for business owners, so that business owners can be able to, learn how to run ads themselves. So there are several trainings, there are several things that you can start implementing, several things that take you from scratch. That's a base level. Facebook.com/blueprint. So after this session, you can go there, you can start taking some of those courses for free from Facebook. That's the first stage. Second stage is to go ahead and sign up for higher levels of coaching, okay, from people that can help you really improve your ability to run profitable ads. So using Facebook ads, there is a particular feature called targeting. Targeting is a lifesaver. Targeting allows you to go ahead and choose the people and the places you want to expose to your product, your service, or your person. So your brand can be exposed to people in Canada, right? I don't know, I've been talking about Canada a lot. I don't know if there's something that is about that place, but I'll go into that later, right? So your brand can be exposed to people in Canada, right? Even while you're in Nigeria. I don't call the name of the state, but I won't do that. Okay. While you're in Nigeria, okay, your brand can be exposed to people in Canada. How? Using targeting. You can target them, you can target their interests, you can target the kind of people that you want to expose your business or your service to. Now, these things cost money. There is no expansion that is cheap. There's no expansion that is cheap. See, and that's why I say this a lot, right? Have the mind of expansion, but not just the mind. Be able to save towards it. Be able to project towards it. Have a particular amount of money that you invest into your expansion. Now I can see someone like AJ Praise. AJ Praise sells Coolie Snack, right? Now, one thing she can do using Facebook ads is to target certain states or certain areas, even in her state, in her current state, where it's possible that they do not know about her brand. See, listen, no matter how good you are, if the people that need your solution are not aware of the solution, they can't buy from you. You must get to that point where you can invest in brand awareness. How do people get to know you for the first time? Is it just through word of mouth? My cousin sells this, this sells that. No, that's not the only way. You can start with that, but you cannot remain with that. It's not profitable that way. Okay, so learn the art of Facebook ads. Very quickly, I have about 3 minutes or 4 minutes to finish up. I'm already out of time, right? The third thing I'll talk about right now, okay, if you really want to use digital tools for business expansion in this economy, the third thing I will talk about is what is called borderless networking. Someone should write that down for me. Borderless networking. Borderless networking. See, it is easy to an extent. To an extent, it is easy for you to network with people that are your kinsmen. There was a time that, I don't know if anybody did this or if I'm the only one. There was a time that you just go ahead and you send friend requests on Facebook. Just go ahead and just to make sure that your friend list is, you have friends. I mean, I have 2,000 friends, now you still have 700. So there's this sincere level of achievement you feel those years that, man, my friend list is growing. Pack many people that are not adding to your life and just fill them up in your list. And see your friend list is growing, this, that. See, when you are a child, you can still behave like a child. But if you're in this session right now, please grow. There's some things that you have to start becoming more intentional about. One of these things is borderless networking. I remember in 2019 now? Yes, in 2019, that was last year. Yes, 2019. I was able to talk with someone from the US, from Atlanta, Georgia, that I really wanted to be one of the facilitators for my digital productivity session. I have a signature session called the Digital Productivity Session, right? It's a signature group coaching session that I hold. As at this year, we did just twice, I think just twice in the year, if I'm not mistaken. For next year, maybe just once. I'm trying to just cut down on it because of my time is getting more smaller than it was before, okay? But then I wanted her to facilitate this session, and I reached out to her on Instagram. She's a content creator in the US. Now, Amber is someone that grew her YouTube channel from 0 to 4,000 subscribers without a camera. So she started with her smartphone. She used her smartphone until her subscribers was 4,000 people. That is a lot. That is a lot for you to use, because some of us will be like, if I can just get this camera, my YouTube channel will just blow. My video content creation game to just change forevermore. What is video that we cannot shoot? Not just my phone, but that's not how it is. There are people that have been able to achieve these results even with what they have. So I really needed her to come and facilitate a session, especially on content creation and with careful emphasis on video content creation. And I reached out to her, and I got a response. I got a response from her, that we should have a meeting later just to talk about it. Now, what happened was she gave me a time, an Eastern Standard Time. And for some reason, I don't even know how that mistake came up, but for some reason, I converted that time with a difference of 1 hour. So I think I converted to GMT instead of GMT plus 1. So I was 1 hour late for a session that we were supposed to have. I was 1 hour late for that session because of a wrong conversion of time. And that meeting that we were supposed to have stayed for about a month before we could have another schedule for almost 1 month. But I reached out to her again a month later. I asked her that we should reschedule and this and that. And she was able to make that second schedule. And after we had our meetings, see, and that's why I'm saying this, because when I talk about borderless networking, the first stage of borderless networking, guys, is not reaching out to people. The first stage of borderless networking is building yourself so that when you have a communication with someone from anywhere, the person is able to recognize your worth and know that you're not someone that is coming in a beggarly nature. Once I can have a conversation, one conversation with someone, one conversation, every paradigm, every idea you have of Africans, of anything, to change immediately. That is how you should build yourself. That is how you should get yourself to be. That you can be at par with your mates. You're a digital marketer in Nigeria, but you're able to build yourself to a point where if you get to a circle of digital marketers and you're the only Nigerian, people can still listen to you. Because why not? Why not? The internet has made things very much easier. You just have to get to a point of what is called learning without permission. I won't go into that tonight. You have to be aggressive with your learning. You have to learn as though your life depends on it, because maybe it does. So we had that meeting, and as a result of that one meeting, we fixed the session, and she had that session with us. And since then, she has had like 2 other sessions with me. She has had like 2 other sessions with me just from that. See, that's an example of borderless networking. You're not limited to content creators in Nigeria. Why? Who's stopping you? The world is flat. Yes, the world is round, but the world is flat. With the internet, the world has become flattened. So try and reach out to people. And like I said, the first stage of networking, the first stage of borderless networking is building yourself. Building yourself. Now, these three things help you to really leverage digital tools and platforms, okay, to do what's called business expansion. For borderless networking, your major tool is social media. So you have to be on LinkedIn, you have to be on Instagram, you have to be on Facebook, you have to be on Twitter. Why? This is where you can get to communicate with these people, right? You can use social media to communicate with these people. So you can show your service, you can show who you are, you can communicate value as much as possible. So I talked about establishing balance, I talked about automation, I talked about Facebook ads, and I talked about borderless networking. At this point, I would like to say something that I always talk about in every session, and this statement is a statement of my life, and that's the fact that growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. Growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. You can write that down in the comment box. Growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. So decide to grow. If you decide to grow now, it will cost you, yes. But if you decide that you won't grow right now, at a point in time, the growth you're supposed to have right now will cost you far more to have. So decide to grow. Decide to grow. Thank you all for being a part of this session. I'll just end at this point so I can run. I can get quickly into another meeting. I'll just end at this point. So thank you all for being a part of tonight's session. If you got value, go ahead and write value in the comment box. Let me know that you got value from the session. You can take a screenshot of this session right now. You can tag me on Instagram at FeedSteven. Let me know what you learned and let me know how this session was of value to you. So if you got value from the session, I can see some of your comments already. Go ahead and write value in the comment box. I can see Oluwatosin, I can see Joy, amazing. I can see Blessing, I can see Daniel, I can see Luyomi, Christiana, amazing, amazing, amazing. It's great to have every single one of you here. It's great to have you in this session. You know what? If you have a question for me, right, you can go ahead and put it in the comment box very quickly. But we are done with this session. I'll have to run very soon. I have something else to get into immediately. So if you have a question for me, rather, you can go ahead and put it in the chat box, and I will attempt it very quickly. If you have a question for me, go ahead and do that. But apart from that, I think I am done. If the organizers are here, I think we are done. If there's no question, I think we're done. Okay, so is someone there? Someone there? Okay, so someone is asking for my Instagram handle. My Instagram handle is FeedSteven, FiiSteven. So FeedSteven. Okay, so someone is asking if I can throw more light on the tools for automation. All right, great. So I'll just talk about that again very quickly. Okay, so like I said earlier, automation is your ability to make things happen without your active participation, without your active presence. That's what automation is about. Now, one of the major tools that helps you to do that I talked about earlier was MailChimp, but that's just one of those tools, okay? Automation starts with structure, okay? Structure. That's where automation starts from. If you can establish structure, you can know what can be automated. Now, the second tool, let me just talk about a second tool for automation, right? A second tool for automation is what is called payment processors. So I should write that down, payment processors. Now, you should not remain at the point where you are always saying, once you finish making the payment, just send a text or call me and tell me you have paid. So every time you're picking calls, hello, have you sent it? Okay, I've not received it. I've checked my bank, this, that. What time will you have to think about your business? So payment processors are the second kind of automation that you need to have. And there are two examples of payment processors that I always recommend for people in Nigeria. The first one is Paystack, amazing payment processor. I use them a lot. Then the second one is Flutterwave. So we have Paystack, we have Flutterwave. So as a business owner or as a business, you have to get to the point where you can have payment processors set up for your business or for your brand. That's the second type of automation. So that's just the second thing to add for the person that asks about automation. So I think I'll have to stop here. I have just 1 minute more to be here. Okay, so I think I'm done with the session. If you have any question, you could ask, or you could, you know what? If you have a question, go ahead and ask me the question on Instagram. Follow me on Instagram at FeedSteven. That's where I'm most responsive at, right? So follow me at FeedSteven on Instagram, and ask me any question you may have after now, and we can take it up from there. It's almost 7:50, and I'll have to leave right now. So if the organizers are here right now, I think I am done with the session. Let me see if there's another question. I think that's all. So I can see that you got value. I can see your comments. It's amazing. It's always good to be in this kind of environment where I'm able to share value with every single one of you. So while we wait for the organizers to come back and maybe conclude the session and introduce the next one, I believe we have someone that's coming up immediately after me that's going to also do justice to his topic in a very, very, very amazing way. So just hang around and make sure that the people that are coming, you're able to get as much value as possible from them. You're able to get as much value as possible from them. So thank you all for being a part of tonight's session. I would have to leave right now. I'm out of time. I have to leave right now. But then for those of you that will follow me on Instagram, you can also there's some videos I put there about creating structure, especially for your social media. You can go to my IGTV, watch those videos, learn more from Instagram, and we'll take it up from there. Thank you so much and have a wonderful night.
Thank you so much, Mr. Fee, for that amazing one. I was so busy writing down that I didn't even know when you finished. Thank you so much. What do we say to Mr. Fee, Stephen? Can we say thank you, sir? Thank you, sir. This is a whole lot of value. Can I see some thank you in the comment section? If you know you gained something, if you know you caught some Rema, some wonderful Rema, just put it on the comment section. Just tell him thank you. Thank you, Mr. Fee Stephen, for dishing out all this value to us. Yeah, I'm waiting for your comments. What do we have to say to Mr. Fee Stephen? All right, thank you very much. Mr. Oluwaseun Ojo is saying thank you, sir. Miss Esther Onoha is saying thank you. Miss Bosse Luyomi is saying God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So much value added. So many things caught my attention, and really one of them is being intentional about our online presence. Being intentional about our online presence. Mr. Fee Stephen has left, but maybe after now we could connect with him. He said he has a busy schedule, so he's supposed to be somewhere right now, and we can link up with him. So check him out on Instagram and ask him any questions you have for him. There's this common thing people say, I am not an online person. I am not really the online type. A question that really bothers me a lot. I mean, a person doing business in the 21st century, you're doing a business and you're saying you're not an online person. In business, at times, personality should not come in business. Your personality should not show in business. There are things you have to do to just make your business work, not because you like it or not. All right. So for everyone watching this who has this habit of saying I'm not an online person, this is just for you. There are so many things to do on the online world. Now we saw the pandemic, how it came and affected everything, and the people who were privileged to have theirs running are those who had an amazing online presence. So we can see that the importance of having a good online presence can never be underestimated in this present world, especially after this coronavirus, after the COVID-19. Okay, somebody is asking, how do we access him on Instagram, please? Okay, I think he dropped his Instagram handle, but you can type FII Stephen, Fee Stephen. Okay, just search for Fee Stephen on Instagram, FII Stephen, just combination. I don't think there is a gap between them. So check for Fee Stephen. Yes, okay. Thank you, Esther Onoha. Esther Onoha has posted that at Fee Stephen, FII Stephen together. So you can reach out to him. He's really an amazing digital strategist, and you can use that to boost your business. So many things learned, so many things learned, so many things learned. So the next guest will be coming, the next speaker will be showing up by 8 o'clock sharp. All right. So while we await his coming, can you put down what you've learned from today's lesson? Can you put that down in the comment section? Put that down in the comment section. Another thing I learned is structure. We must have a structure. Okay, so for you to even want to think of taking your business to another level online, you must have a structure. So if there is no structure, what exactly are you doing? It's almost nothing. there must be a structure. There must be a structure. Automation, I also learned about automation. Automation helps us, focus more on the business. It helps us to focus more on the business. It saves time, really. It saves time, really. So putting all these things he has told us into practice will take our business to another height that would really help people, that really help us to get established in our businesses. Yes, I'm looking at the comment section. What did you gain from this place? What did you gain from Mr. Fee Stevens section? What did you gain from his section? All right, before I read out the comment, before any other comment drop in, he spoke about Facebook ad. He spoke about running Facebook ads. Really, we are the light of the world, like he said. We are the light of the world. And the Bible says, a city that is set on a hill cannot be hid. So we have to show for that light. God did not create us to come out and be sharing our business plans, business flyers, and the rest products to just our family members and friends. We can use Facebook ads to boost our advertisement, to boost what we are selling. Now, before Glo came into Nigeria, that was years back, so many people were not even born. But there was something I noticed. They pumped in a lot of money into their advertisement, and even up till now, they are still advertising. Even up till now, they are still advertising. So that is to show you that even if you have a good product, people must see you. People must see that those products you have. And one platform that the 21st century has given to us is the social media. So what do we use our social media to do? What do you use your social media for? A good business, a business which has to run in time, with this pandemic, with this time, must run on social media, must have a social media live. Okay, so all this said, the gang of I'm not an online person, it shouldn't come into your business, even if you don't want to be online, even if your personal page is empty. Okay, that may be there, that's fine. Okay, that's not too fine though, but that's fine for you. But for your business, there is nothing like I'm not an online person. You must show the world what you do. You must show the world. Okay, so the person who spoke before, Mr. Fee Stevens, said you have to sell or else you smell. Mr. Emmanuel Akpe, the prince of copywriting, he said you have to sell, if not you would smell. So even if you have gold, if you have the best products, come on, you have to show the world. And that is where Facebook ad come in, running Facebook ads come in. All right, okay, I can see Miss Wafo Blessing. Good evening, Mr. Wisdom Ibose. Miss Princess Victory says process helps you identify the mistake. Okay, Gilga Ebo says visibility matters. Yes, they all matter. Mr. Ibuka Stanley says growth will cost you, but not growing will cost you more. Yes, I think I heard speaker saying that. I heard him saying that. That was really an amazing section. So many things learned. So many things learned. We are really glad he came to give us this. So the internet has made the world very easy. It has made things to be at the tip of our fingers. So it's not as stressful as before, where before it later gets to a place, it takes like only God knows when, like for a month or something. But now, with the different technique, with the different means of communications we have, we see things, we see how information spreads very fastly. We see how information spreads very fastly. Okay. Yes. So it's 8 o'clock already, and the next speaker will be around. All right. So just hold in here while we wait for him. So you can screenshots, post the screenshots of the events you had and post them on your Facebook or your Instagram or your social media handles. You can post them on your social media handles. All right. Somebody's asking a question. Mr. Adelani Adedeji says, is there anything that cannot be sold on social media? All right. Is there anything that cannot be sold on social media? All right. So I'll call out the Instagram handle of Mr. Fee Steven again. So you can send this to him at FII Fee Steven. So check him out on Instagram and ask him this question. Is there anything that cannot be sold on social media? He will get to answer that. He will get to answer that. Get to answer that. Though personally, I think anything that is legit, anything that is legal, that is proper, could be sold on the social media. Anything that is proper, okay. You know, there are so many things that are not legal. There are some things that are not legal. Yes. So all my life being on the social media, I've not been able to see where they sell yes, what they call that, where they sell weed on social media, or things that do not go with the value of human's value. All right. So apart from that, anything that is legal, anything that is okay, that gives value, could be sold on the social media. That is what I think. That is what I think. Okay. So Mr. Adelani Adedeji, if you still want more questions, more answers on that, you can follow Mr. Fee Steven. And follow Mr. Fee Steven. All right, our guest is here. The speaker is here. We have Mr. Shegun. Mr. Shegun is here. I'll be inviting him right away, because I'm sure he has a lot of things to give to us. We are really glad to have you here. All right, just inviting him. Okay. Okay. Hello, Mr. Shegun. All right.
Good evening.
Okay. Good evening, sir. Good evening, Mr. Shegun.
How are you
Welcome,
today?
sir. Very fine, sir. You're welcome, sir.
Thank you for having me.
Yes, sir. We are so glad having you here, sir.
I'm
Yes,
excited
sir.
to be here.
Okay. All right. So Mr. Shegun is going to take over from where Mr. Fee Steven stopped. So everyone get ready for another journey of value. It has been a journey of value back to back, and really we are grateful to every speaker that has been giving it to us. All right. Thank you so much, sir. So we are grateful. We are really grateful having you
Can you
here.
still hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me, sir? Hello, sir. Can you
Yes, I
hear me?
can.
All right, sir. All right, sir. Welcome,
I
sir.
can hear you. Can
Welcome.
you hear me?
All right, sir. Yes, I can hear you, sir. I can hear you, sir. Over to you, sir. I can hear you. Welcome, sir.
Fine. All right. Fantastic. Just so that I'm sure who I'm talking with, how many people do we have online already? If you can see me, say hi. Put it in the comment section. I want to see how many of us are here and how many people are following. I didn't get your name. The lady coordinating if you can put up the comments for the people who are online so we can see them live on screen. I think that'll be fantastic. So if you're here and you can hear me, say hi, or put in your comment section, say how far. Okay, I can see Anago Felix.
Yes,
Welcome,
sir.
welcome, welcome, Anago Felix. Who else is there?
Mr. Eder is here.
Who else is there? Say how far. Put it there. Say how far. Put it in the comment section. Say how far. You know, for those of you who don't already know me, I'm based in Warri, so I'm a Warri boy, and you know, in Warri, we want to greet to say how far. How far is for both those that are ahead of you, those behind you, those in your level. Everybody says how far in Warri. So put how far in the comment section. Let me see those that are here, and let me know those that I'm talking to. So if you're in the comment section, put how far, so we can know how far we are. By the way, my name is Shegun Manuel again. I'm a certified management consultant and a fellow of the Institute of Management Consultancy, and also a certified public speaker. Been in the game for over a decade, worked with the best in the industry from left to right to center. I run my own company, Small Good Solutions. We're into training and development based right here out of the city of Warri. So in Warri or anywhere around Warri, what I do has a way of affecting you. I organize also youth empowerment summits in and around Delta State for over 7 years now. I've always done that every year, year in, year out. I organize the Mega Youth Summit Delta, and we also move it to other cities in the South region. Can you guys still hear me? Are you following? For those that are here listening, can you hear me? The lady moderating, I can't get your name because the comment from the bar.
Good evening, sir.
Yes, let me get your name so that.
My name is El Favor Chidima John.
So you are Chidima or Favor? Which one?
My first name is Favor, sir. So well, they are all my names.
All right, so Favor. Favor. Yes, I pick Favor. My very good friend is Favor, so Favor will just work fine.
All right, sir.
Yes. So like I said, I just introduced myself, and I have the other. I'm going to spend a few minutes with you because I want to believe that it's been a long time that you guys have spent here tonight. You have been hearing from, I think I'm the fourth speaker tonight. Am I correct, Favor? I'm the fourth speaker tonight. So you guys have been
you're the
having
fourth
a dose. And there are many more tomorrow night.
Yeah, about 3 to 4 speakers.
All right, so let me celebrate all the speakers that spoke before me. I'm sure they have shared something that will definitely benefit you tonight. I want to leave you with a few thoughts on how to maximize the opportunities that are available in the new economy that we're in. First of all, if you don't already know that we're in a new economy, then that's a problem on its own. The economy has moved. Attention now has become pays you. If you don't pay attention, nobody pays you. You see, attention is something you have to pay for. That's why they say pay attention. I want to encourage everybody watching right now. What you do to pay attention is not money. So keep your ears, cut off all distractions, and listen to what I'm going to tell you. It might not be much, but I can guarantee you, if you do something what I'll mention tonight, one thing from all the things I've mentioned, it will definitely benefit you. Favor, can you take away the bar on the screen? Take away the comments. And that goes Feli's comment. Please take it off so that. Yes. Okay. So I'm talking about maximizing the opportunities that are available in the new economy. And I'm going to start by this. How many of us are already aware that things have changed from what they were while I was a young man to many people might think I'm really young. I'm not that young, but while I was very young, the way things used to operate before, it has moved from that level. Growing up, we met the time where people used to become rich and wealthy out of the minerals that they had in their area. So before now, people who had what was used in producing cement, I think the limestone, they were the very richest. People who had oil, used to be the very richest. People who had one mineral resource or the other used to be the very richest in the world. And so in the list of the richest people in the world, you had the Sultan of Brunei, you had the Sultan of Saudi Arabia, you had the Emir, you had all the guys from the Middle Eastern countries that produce oil because of what they had under their feet, what they had in the ground. And so that the economy depended on that a lot. And for years, about a decade plus, those economy has developed now, and we have entered in revolves around what is in between our ears. What is in between our ears is our brain, and inside that brain is your thinking faculty where everything happens. Right now, people are paid more for what they do with their brain and what you can do intellect-wise. So we have come not just to the internet economy, but we have moved to the intellect economy. And the good thing about this is that everybody can play in this space. Unlike the time when we were doing oil and doing what was on our feet, what was below our feet, you had to have it by God's grace. God had to bless your area for you to have it. But now, when we have moved to the intellect economy, everyone can now participate in this intellect economy. What is the intellect economy? The brain economy, the mind economy. It will shock you to note that 5 of the leading economics in the world, the leading companies in the world rather, are put together richer than the richest economy in Africa. As a matter of fact, 5 of those companies put together, their GDP is higher than the GDP of the whole of Africa put together. When I'm talking about the whole of Africa, let me give you a picture so that you understand. From Morocco to Egypt to Algeria to Tunisia to South Africa to Botswana to Lesotho to Nigeria to Cote d'Ivoire. By the way, Cote d'Ivoire is one of the richest nations on earth because it has one of the largest deposits of mineral resources. It has mineral resources of every kind. But including the resources of Cote d'Ivoire, as rich as it is in the world, one of the richest by mineral resources is Cote d'Ivoire. But Cote d'Ivoire put together with Nigeria, put together with South Africa, put together with Morocco, Egypt, Algeria, and all of these countries in Africa put together, the GDP of Apple, Amazon, Microsoft, Facebook, and Google put together beats the GDP of all of these amazing economies of the world that we have in Africa. I'm not sure many of you got that, but let me go back again. The GDP, that's the gross domestic product. If you don't know that in economics, that's basic economics. But the gross domestic product of Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, and I'm missing one now, Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Facebook, Google, and Microsoft. The GDP of these 5 companies, these, mind you, these ones are companies. The GDP of these 5 companies put together is higher than the GDP of the whole of Africa. How many nations are in Africa? A lot of them. I don't have the exact figure in my head, but all of the countries in Africa put together with all their natural resources, the resources of these 5 companies put together overshadows that of the whole of Africa put together. What does that tell you? It tells you that the world has moved from mineral resources to intellectual resources. Let me also shock you. These 5 companies that their GDP is above the GDP of the whole of Africa put together do not, in quote, have a physical product. What does that mean? Apart from Apple, who you will say have, oh, they have Apple phones, they have iPhones, they have iPod, they have all the others. The Apple phone itself is not the phone. It's the operating system that operates, because the Apple phone could easily have been an Android phone if the phone is operated by the Android operating system. So the operating system of the iPhone is not a, in quotes, it's not a physical product. How many of you have seen the operating system of an iPhone before? You haven't.
No.
How many of you have seen what operates Facebook? Is Facebook a product? Can you hold Facebook? No, you haven't. How many of us have seen that of Google? Google has Gmail, Google Service, Google Chrome, Google, all kind of things. They have all, you know, they are spreading and doing all kind of things. Which one was the other company I mentioned? Amazon. How many of us have seen? Amazon is one of the biggest shopping malls or shopping stores or shopping units in the world, but does not have particularly, they do not produce any products.
Yeah.
It's a website that has all the shops and everything there. So that's not a physical product. I've said that to say this, ladies and gentlemen, for those of us that are listening to me right now, that look, We have moved from product, from hard physical product, hard to intellectual product. The problem with many of us in Africa, what is stopping us from benefiting from this new economy is that we do not spend enough time to think.
Mm.
You cannot grow your intellect except you think deep enough.
Yes.
Africans would rather fight, would rather quarrel, would rather argue, would rather, what other word now? Would rather do every other thing else than think, than sit down to say, okay, so why is this thing like this? Oh, I could have been wrong. How do we make it better? What do I need to add? What do I need to do? What did I do wrong? Who do I need to talk to? The typical African doesn't like to think. And that's why I'm going to talk about what I'm going to talk about today, which is the 5 whys. 5 whys. Why as in five, why as in you, the why of you. Why? In project management and in root cause analysis, they teach you to ask why for 5 times. They teach you to ask why for 5 times. And they are proven over time that when you do ask 5 whys, you will get to the result and the answer to that problem. Let me take that again. If you ask 5 whys, why for 5 times, you will get to the root cause of the problem and you will also get to the result or the answer that you are looking for. And like I said, it has been proven over time that that works. So for example, my shelf behind me falls down, and I wasn't there when it fell, and I knew it was strong before I left. Everything's supposed to be, it's not supposed to fall, but it did fall. And so I began to ask, why did it fall? Somebody says, okay, the books are too much on it, that's why it fell. And I asked, so why were the books too much on it? Okay, the books were too much on it because I brought some other books from the other location that they were to put on this one. Why did I bring the books from the other location to put on here? Well, because the shelf where the books were in the other location was bad and it had not been repaired. So I decided to bring. Why was it bad and why was it not repaired? It was not repaired because I didn't pay attention to it. I thought I had the second one, so I could always go, so I didn't pay attention. Why didn't you pay attention? There are many reasons I couldn't have paid attention. Either I didn't have the money to repair it, or the guy who's repairing is far away, or I didn't see that as a priority. Why didn't I see that as a priority? Because I have an alternative shelf in my room. So you see how the question is going. So by the time I asked 5 whys, I would have gotten to the root cause of that thing. Remember, we're talking about maximizing the opportunities in the economy. Look, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, for those listening, you cannot maximize the opportunities that are available in today's economy until you begin to ask why. If you're watching and you got this point, please put it down in the comment section. I want to see the comment. Favor, you put the comment up for us. I said you cannot maximize the opportunities available in today's economy until you begin to ask why. Put it in the comment section if you're already listening to me. If that is the only thing you get today, I think you've gotten enough. You cannot maximize the opportunities available in today's economy until you begin to ask why. Anybody put that in the comment section already? Favor, put it up. Let's see. I want to see who's listening and who's putting it up. By the way, I'm a teacher, so I have a way of getting people to follow me. So that's one way for me to know that people are exactly following me, right? All right, so I'll go on while you're putting it there. Favor, once they put it there, please bring it up so okay, I can see.
All right.
All right, so I don't know how many of you saw, when I was growing up, there was what was called a Walkman. All right, a chase zoner. Says you cannot maximize the opportunities in the economy until you begin to ask why. Fantastic. I see a chase zoner is following. All right, good. So I grew up in a time when we used to have Walkman. How many of you saw Walkman? Chineye, did you see Walkman? Did you meet Walkman? How many of you? If you met the Walkman, tell me what it is. Put it in the comment. If you met the Walkman, he used to have earpiece, or it was a Walkman. Describe what it is in the comment section. I'm gonna have a free gift. I might have a free gift for you if you know what a Walkman is. I have some fantastic books here. I might just give somebody something. I might just. So if you know what a Walkman is, can you see the book? Okay. Describe what a Walkman is. I just might. I've not said I'm going to. I just might do that. All right. I have some good books here. You should get this book if you're watching. Get this book. It's not I'm not advertising my book. I'm showing you something from my shelf. Also, if you are in this class, you can also get this book. It's not my book, but it's a book that would help you. Small Business, Big Money by Aki Alabi. He's a honorable member of the House of Rep right now, but good book. He owns, I think it's Bet Niger or one of them. He owns one of those betting companies. But nice book. I think it's something you should read. If you're a lover of knowledge, you should read that book. Okay, so who met the Walkman? A small radio, Victoria. Nah, not just a small radio. So what could the Walkman do at that time? Tell me. I'm sure many of us didn't meet the Walkman. What we met was something different, something more advanced. We met iPhone and I all the other I's. iPhone 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Who else saw the Walkman? Did you ever meet one? I used to have one when I was young. I used to have a Sony Walkman. It was by the way, the Walkman, so that we don't waste further time, the Walkman was used to play. It has where to put cassette and radio channel. Well, yes, you're correct. Has radio channels, has where to put the cassette player. I like the fact that you mentioned cassette. They also improved it, and also when we started using CDs, it was used to play CDs, and you can listen to radio. You have your earpiece. So we didn't have phones at that time. We didn't have iPods and all the other things at that time. We had the Walkman where we carry our tapes and cassettes, you put it inside and you play, you carry a CD, you put it inside. I like somebody's comment about MP3. Please go back to that comment about MP3.
All right. Okay, that's Lee.
Yes, a Walkman is an outdated play radio replaced by MP3 today. Well, it's replaced by many things. So that's the story I want to tell us now. I'll quickly share the story of the Walkman and we will end here. Remember, I'm talking about how to maximize the opportunities that are available today. Every problem that is around you is an opportunity waiting for you to cash in on. Get that. Write that down if you're taking notes. Every problem around you is an opportunity waiting for you to cash in on it. It's an opportunity waiting for you to cash in on it. So take away the comments, Favor. So the Walkman used to be that radio cassette player. It was small, bigger than your phone, but it was a radio cassette player. You put your cassette in it, play it, and you want to be on the move. It was something mobile that you could carry in your pocket, in your bag. And so if you're the big boys of those days, you had a Walkman. You could listen to radio in your ear, had an earphone. The earphones were not this small anyway. They should be just big headphones. You plug it in and you're going. You could listen to anything, like Nancy said. You could listen to anything through it and you will move. But somebody came and asked, why do we need to carry that thing around? Some of them used to be very heavy. And besides, people used to hang it on their waist. A lot of you didn't see all those things. They used to hang it on their waist. They used to put it in their bag. They used to put it in their pockets. It was really uncomfortable. By the way, in the advanced nations, what they had then was music stores where you go to and buy You buy record players. Is that you're buying the cassette or you're buying the turntable? How many of us saw turntables? The big circle thing where they put it in something. Many of you didn't see that. Okay, children of this generation. They put it there and it turns. What DJs use now when they are doing all their chuki, that thing that keeps turning. That was what was the record player at that time.
Yeah.
So they put it there. They go to record stores to buy before even CDs came. There was cassettes. They used to have this tiny thing that if you play it too long, it will cut. And once it cuts, you lose the music. You have to go and buy another. There was turntable.
Yeah.
But you know, some
I
young
still
guys
remember.
said, why do we have to go to stores to buy turntables? Why can't I get this music, put it somewhere where people can just go and get it? Ladies and gentlemen, that is how. Remember, I'm talking about 5 whys.
Yeah.
Why can't we have these things somewhere that we don't have to go to the store to buy? If you watch films of those days, you will see that record store was big deal. Other than
Yeah.
Tupac and Biggie, you know, record store thing was the big. You go to record store to buy. Somebody said, let's develop these things. What's the Apple guy's name? Steve Jobs and his group. I think it's Steve. Yeah, they went
Yeah.
and said, okay, we can get all this music, not new music, the old music. Instead of waiting to get to the store to buy, let's take all this old music, put them somewhere so that people who want to buy can go and buy. So where you bought a turntable for 50 naira, they took all the old music, rather than get the whole turntable with 12 tracks in it for 50 naira, they put the 12 tracks as single tracks so you can buy them at 5 naira. So 5 by 12 is 60 rather than the 50 naira that the record dealer will sell. So the record dealer is now selling 10 naira profit. So he's very excited about it and says, okay, put them. For the buyer, instead of going to buy the whole turntable, the 12 tracks, you select the one you want and you like. So instead of paying $60 or 60 naira to buy, you buy one, and if you don't need the whole, you buy, maybe you like 2 or 3 tracks. But every album, there's always one star track, one hit track in it. You buy 1 or 2, and you buy less. Instead of buying at 60, you buy, $10 for the 2 tracks that you like. That is how they developed iTunes.
Wow. That's amazing.
Why? Because they asked, why do we have to go to record store? Remember, I'm talking about 5 whys.
Yes.
Why do we have to go to record stores and queue up to buy turntable that I only like 1 track from it? You know, when you buy a CD, there's always that 1 track that's on repeat. You don't need all the other 12 tracks. So they develop iTunes, put all the music there, and everybody goes there to buy. So people go there to buy. Now they buy in soft copy. They buy in soft copy. You can't buy it in the turntables anymore because they are put online. And so if I'm buying in soft copy, how do I play it? There was a problem with players. So people are going to buy in their flash, in their hard drives, and they say, okay, no. Why wait for people to come and buy in flash and hard drive? When we can have something that can help people play all this music they buy from iTunes.
Yeah.
In the early days of iTunes, you could only buy music from iTunes into your iPod. So they developed the iPod. That's how iPod started. Many of you did not meet iPod. I will tell you why you didn't meet iPod. So iPod was what? iPod was a small device like a phone that you could have 1 million music tracks inside and just put it in your ear. It was purely for music. So remember, they left the CD player, first came in to develop, left the store, the music store, got the music and put it in a soft copy form online. That's how iTunes came about. And asking why, how do we play this thing? What do we do? They developed Apple iPod. The pod was for the music. And that thing caught fire. Every young person abroad wanted an iPod. As a matter of fact, every young person had an iPod. So it now became a competition between their iPods and their regular phones. Remember, in those days, many of you didn't need it also. Phones did not carry music players.
Okay.
What it was for just telephone, and that was it. It was iPod was doing the music thing. So you had your iPod in one pocket and you had your phone in the other pocket. One was for playing music and one was for answering calls. And these guys went further. This is like the third why now. They ask another why. Why can't we have these two together so that I can use one device to answer my call? That same device I can use to play music. Any amount of music I want to play that I can have in my iPod. Why not have my iPod be able to make telephone calls so that I don't need my telephone? See, another why. Are you following me? Are you guys following me? Favor, are you following me? Is anybody following me online? If you're following me, put a comment in the comment section. I want to see that you're following me. Favor is going to put it on screen that you're following me already. Don't worry, I'm going to finish this story very soon. So they developed the iPhone. iPhone carried all the music, and now it can also make calls. So from the time that the iPhone came, when other phone companies saw that, wow, these guys have something that can make calls and also do music, they also started developing, music stuff in their phone. This music thing you see in phone wasn't there from the beginning. Some people asked why, and they changed it. And now they said, oh, why do I need to have an iPhone that can play music? Somebody says, why is the solution to all problems? Exactly. If you ask why long enough, that's why I'm talking about the 5 whys. If you ask it why long enough, you will find the answer. Why do I need an iPhone that can play music, do everything, and why do I need a laptop alongside? Why? Why do I need let's have something. Let's have an iPad. So the iPad came with the capability of doing some of the things that laptop can do. Not everything, but some of the things that laptop can do. Then has the abilities of the iPhone. So they push all the abilities of the iPhone. Rather than you looking at a small size thing, you now have a big screen, not as big as a laptop, but at least bigger than the iPhone. But I can do everything that the iPhone can do. That's how they developed the iPad. You see, why from the beginning? They keep moving. They keep moving. Now the iPad can do almost everything that a typical laptop can do because they keep upgrading it. As they keep upgrading it, they put the Bible in it. You don't need the Bible anymore. They put what else in it? They put, for ladies, if you want to calculate your menstrual cycle, they put an app in it. They put, whatever it is you want to do now, there's an app practically that can help you. Look at all those things are embedded because they're asking why, how can we make this better? How can we make this more useful to people? Before, it didn't used to be user-friendly. People who used to operate Microsoft found it hard to operate the iPhone OS. And so they said, okay, no, let's begin to make it more user-friendly. That is why every time they launch an iPhone new product, you guys hustle for it. Why do you hustle for it? They built it to that point, and they've answered all your whys.
Yeah.
All your whys.
True.
5 whys. If you must benefit and you must harness and you must take advantage of the opportunities and maximize them in this economy, you must begin to ask why. Remember, I said your opportunities lie in the problems that are around you. What are the problems of Nigeria today? Power, leadership. What can you do to solve those problems? Begin to ask why. Why is the generator this loud? Could the noise be lower? Why is the generator using so much fuel? Could it be lower? The same why is what Elon Musk asked and said, no, why do we have to spend this so much fuel on our cars and also destroy the environment? Why made him to say, okay, we can use electric cars. One day, Bank PHB said, cars will run on water. Be looking, very soon you will see cars that will run on water. Because people are asking, why?
Yes. Well.
Why is Nigeria the way it is? Some people got fed up and saw that, look, oh, if we keep asking this why, we will know that this is the time for us to Sorosoke. And that's why they have the Sorosoke generation to the people that are
Yes.
speaking out and saying, no, we can't keep quiet because they are
Yeah.
asking why. If you must maximize the opportunities, but the opportunities are available. If you go to the airport today, you see a long list of Nigerians trying to fly out, but you also see a long list of foreigners trying to come into our nation. Why is China doing everything for us today? They see opportunities here.
Yeah.
Business is about numbers. We have the numbers. Our population is growing and growing by the day. They know that with the growing population is the opportunity for business, opportunity for people to buy, opportunity for them to sell their product. That's why they are very interested in Nigeria.
Yes.
What whys are you asking? Why don't we have enough admission for people? Why do we have a lot of young people who want to go into school sitting at home? Why? How can we get these people admitted? Can we get online courses? Can I get a school abroad to come and do courses for Nigerians here who have their WAEC ready and their JAM ready but have not gotten admission? Can I have something online for them that will be affordable like the typical Nigerian school fees? The big churches ask why. That's why they built their universities.
Yes.
They're providing solutions in that angle. Look, the opportunities lie fallow on the streets of Nigeria every day. The money you're looking for is not in any bank, it's on the streets of Nigeria. The money you're looking for is on the streets of Nigeria. The problem is that you're not asking enough why. Ask enough why and don't give up easily. You must be determined. Once you find that thing, you found it, you discover it, you must develop it. And once you finish developing it, don't sit still. People will not pay you for what you have developed, they will pay you for what you deploy. People will not pay you for the skill that you have developed or the skill you discover it, develop it. Yes, until you deploy your skills, they will not pay you. So ask your whys, discover the problem, develop a solution, but deploy it. Learn how to market it. The prosperous and the people that are doing well in today's world are not the best product, are not the most intelligent, but they are the best marketed products, the best marketed individuals. The people that are stealing the limelight, the people that are taking attention, the people that are buying the attention. Like I said earlier before I started, attention now is the new currency. How much of it do you have?
Yeah.
Social media has made it very easy for you to steal the limelight. It has made it very easy for you to take the attention. What are you doing with that attention? Are you there just to show your Sunday wears? Are you there just to chat with people? Are you there just to say happy anniversary? Are you there just to do happy birthday? Are you there to show your new certificate? Why are you here? Anything that brought you here, you will get it in abundance. If you came here for a relationship, you have a lot of relationship. If you, whatever you came here for, you would get it. But if you didn't get anything I said, get this. As much as you discover that thing you want to do by asking enough whys, develop a solution. But most importantly, the real business behind business is marketing. I'll say that again. The real business behind business is marketing. What is marketing? Marketing is getting people to know what you do. When you move from marketing, you move into sales. Sales is when your product actually exchange hands and you get money. But if you don't get people to know what you're doing, that which is marketing, then you can't make sales. If you can't do marketing, you can't mix it. There are multiple ways you can market. Go and read it. I have a lot of books on that I'm reading presently. Let me show you one or two. These are books on marketing. Can you see? This is Seth Godin, The Purple Cow.
Wow.
The Purple Cow. Seth Godin's. This is also Seth Godin's book. This is marketing. This is marketing. Go and get it. Seth Godin is a, what's the word now? Is an authority in marketing. If you get any of his book, what I'm doing today is marketing. Why I'm here is because I was able to market myself to the point where people realize that, oh, there's one Segun Manuel who's in Warri. Many people think I'm in Lagos, so I'm sitting right in my room, right here in the city of Warri right now. But I can play in the global space. Remember, as much as you are local in your thinking, you are local in what you do, you are local in where you reside, you must be global. See, Social media has become the new play field. The world has become the global village, but social media is now the village square where you can meet with anybody. It's a village square
Yes.
where everybody goes to play. How do you play in this square? I said a lot of things. To harness the opportunities and to maximize them, you need to be smart. You need to think. After thinking, you need to ask 5 whys. When you have that 5 whys, it will help you discover the potential that is in you. It will help you develop a solution to the problems that are around you. But like I said, you must deploy this problem. And to help you think, I'm done, but to help you think, ladies and gentlemen, I'll be wicked to you if I don't tell you this.
Okay.
If you must think and get solutions, then you must find out where those solutions come from. You must have a relationship with where those solutions come from. And let me end with you tonight by saying that, look, if you do not have a relationship with your maker, you will be making a mistake. If you do not have a relationship with your maker, you will be making a mistake. And you don't want to make this mistake. Life is too short no matter how long you live. So you want to live it well while you are alive. You want to live it well while you are alive. So you must have a formal and a proper relationship with your maker. I'm not preaching here tonight, but I just want to say to you that if you don't already have a relationship with the maker, then you are making a mistake. Don't make that mistake. Don't make that mistake. Life is short, brother. You don't know how long. You want to make impact, then you need to go back to the source. The source
Yeah.
is having a relationship with your maker.
Good.
Go back and have that relationship. It's very easy. He's there. He's waiting for you. He says, those that come to me, those that draw near to me, I'll draw near to them. If you want to have solutions, if you want to be able to provide solutions, if you want to be a change maker in your world, then you must return to the source. And I want to encourage every one of you to go back to the source today, because without the source, your life
You
will
can.
get source.
True. True.
I'm John.
Oh my God. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Can we just say thank you so much, Sir Shegun Manuel? What do we have to say to Mr. Shegun Manuel? Okay, can I see you in the comment section? Let's tell him
Thank you
thank you
guys.
for
Thank you
all the
guys.
value he has given
So,
to us.
Favor, I might be able to take 1 or 2 questions before I run, if there are
Okay.
any.
Okay, so if you have any questions, just type them in on the comment section and he will do justice to them as he had begun. So send in your comments, send in your questions rather, send in your questions to Mr. Shego so he can finish us properly. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much.
Another good book you can read.
Sell like crazy.
Sabri Subi, Sell Like Crazy. It's another good book. The world is a marketplace. How you position yourself in this marketplace will determine how you sell. Have you discovered that the women in shops in the market, they have their shops, but they bring the goods from inside the shop and bring it to the main road? Have you discovered they have a store? Favor, are you there? Favor still there? I was saying, market women, they take their product from inside their shop and bring it to the road. Why do they do that? Have you ever wondered why they do that? Why they take their products from? These are the things you need to learn about marketing. This world is a marketplace. Sell and sell properly. You sell yourself, you sell your products. People buy you, they buy your products. I don't know what's happening, but I'm sure I see that Favor's picture is frozen, and I'm the only one here. Right. So if you have enjoyed the time and you have any question for me, please put it in the comment section. Before Favor comes back, let me hold until she's back. Unfortunately, I can't get to see your comments. And okay, yeah, I think I see comments now. Oh, fantastic! So if you have a question, I see. Without the source, our life not gonna get source. Yes. God bless you, sir. I celebrate you. Thank you. Without source, your life not Ebuka Stanley. Wow, thank you so much, sir. How can we get access to some of your products or services or courses? Oh, fantastic. Ebuka Stanley said, thank you so much, sir. Yes, that's true. To get more attention, value served. How do you handle your no? Okay, so let me also quickly talk about how you can get my product courses and all. Go to the short link bit.ly /Segun Manuel. My name is Segun Manuel. So SEGUNMANUEL. So go to that bit is bit.ly /Segun Manuel. There's a link there where you can get my products. I have a public speaking training. I have a book. What is titled "What is Stopping You?" That book can change your life forever. And many of us have not been able to do something because we're putting limitations on ourselves. And that book, "What is Stopping You," helps you to get over that limitation. My hair is fine. I just barbed today and it's really looking nice. I'm just seeing it now. Wow, it's
Your
looking
hair is
cool.
fine, sir.
Somebody says this is a holy summit. Of course, there's nothing that is not holy. Are you unholy? It's a holy summit, by the way. How can I sell myself, sir? All right, let me go back. I think Favor is here. How can you sell
Yes.
yourself? Position yourself in the place where people can see you. Provide
Yeah.
value in SS. Provide value in SS. Provide value. What I shared now, is it valuable to you? Yes.
Yeah,
You
it
pick
is,
one
sir.
thing at the least from here. So that is value to you. Because I provided that value, you want to hear more about me. I have a lot of stuff, and if you
Yeah.
follow that link, bit.ly /Segun Manuel, is all in one word. You can also follow me on social media. My handle is @Segun Manuel on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube. @Segun Manuel, I have copyright to that name. @Segun Manuel on all of these social media handles. Follow me and send me a message saying you were at this summit. I'll follow you back and I will also chat with you over there. But you can go get my product on. I have a free gift for you on my website. It's www.dsegumanuel, www.dsegumanuel.com. That's my website. There's a free gift for you there, a free audio, how to thrive in a recession. While in another recession as a country today, if you must thrive, then you must hear these 5 steps that I shared on how to thrive in the recession. And it is absolutely free. If you go to my website, you'll get that right there, absolutely free.
Okay. Oh, thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. Now, somebody said you've not answered her, sir. Favor Isaac say, how can I respond to people saying no to me? Favor Isaac,
How can I respond to people saying,
no to me.
all right, so Favor, that's Favor Isaac, I guess, yes.
Yes, Favor
People
Isaac.
don't reject you, they reject your solution. You are not a failure. What you are doing might have failed. But so if Favor wants to sell something to me and I say no, it's not because Favor has failed. It's because the product does not provide enough solution to what I'm doing. Most times we think when people reject us, when people reject our solutions, they are rejecting us. Now lie. If they reject one solution, bring another one. Favor, that's how to respond. Bring another one. Get another solution.
Wow.
Work on what you already have.
Wow.
Maybe it might not be good enough.
Please.
Do it. And look, there's power in
Please,
consistency. The consistent
yes.
drop of water can crack a rock. Have you imagined it? Rock, hard rock. This drop of water that you have, just this normal drop from your cup. When it drops consistently, it cracks the rock. So if you consistently deliver your services, people will buy. They will not reject you after a while. They might reject you not maybe because they do not know you. But after a while, if you position yourself properly enough, they will know you and they will accept you.
Yes, sir.
So the best way to answer a no is to come with another one. When they say no, how many times did about Einstein get a wrong answer before he got the correct answer? They told us it's 900. I wonder how it's 999. How was it not 998 or 997? But they say 999 times until the 1000th time they got it right. Keep trying.
Yeah.
If you fail today, try again. Do you think I got good at speaking like this overnight? No, there's nothing like overnight success. Favor. Keep doing what you are doing. It's when you succeed, people say it's overnight. Behind every story, behind every glory, rather, there's a story.
Yeah.
I've been in the game. This is my 16th year. You didn't hear of me until the 16th year. You didn't see me, you didn't hear me speak until, but you have been in this nation, you have been on Facebook with me, I've been there, but you have not seen me. I've consistently dropped what I do, and today, the 16th year, Favor Isaac, you are meeting me today. I'm sure this is the first time we're meeting. I'm seeing Favor Chidinma for the first time.
Yeah. Wow,
So
thank you so much. That was a very perfect answer. When they reject, you come up again with improvements. That's perfect, sir. That's very perfect. So we keep showing up until we get to the standard. We keep showing up. Thank you so much. Is there any other question? Is there any other question? Sir, really thank you for the whole value you've given, you've dished out here. Thank you so much. I really love the part
the most important for me is I want to hear that person who says, I want to go back to my source so that my life will have source. If you want to, you could send me a message on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter, anywhere. That looks, I'm confused. See, and until you find your source, you'll be in confusion. That's the bad part.
Yeah.
Until you find your source, you'll be in confusion. If you really want to enjoy the source and let your life also have source, let's talk about it. Chat me up, send me a message, Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. Let's connect you back to your source so that you can enjoy the source.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Really, God is everything. He's the one who created us, so he's the one who gives us the secrets of what to do. He's the one who places things in our hearts to work on. So that's the height of it all. Having a relationship with God is everything, and he has said it. That's it all. Thank you so much, sir, for this amazing one. We are so grateful. So somebody is asking, Favor Isaac is asking, please, what's your Facebook username? Favor Isaac is
same at Shegun Manuel.
Okay.
If you know facebook.com/Shegun Manuel. But if you want to check me out, then you can check the name there. My name on the screen, Shegun Manuel. Check me out. I have a profile and a page. I suggest you go to the page. That's where you get all the updates.
Okay.
Like the page and you get all the updates there.
Okay. Favor Isaac, he has answered that already. He said the name you're seeing on the screen, Shegun Manuel, is his Facebook name. Okay, Kalu Favor is asking the same thing. Why are there so many favors here?
This is a favored program.
Yeah, it is, sir. Because maybe you're actually favored, sir. Because he said you have a friend bearing favor. Well, maybe
my best friend is Favor.
Amazing. You would add more friends, more favor friends. Yes, sir. Okay, so Kalu Favor, he has said it's the name you're seeing on the screen, Shegun Manuel. So just check him out. Sir, is this the same name you use on Instagram?
Same on Instagram, same on Twitter, same on YouTube, same on LinkedIn. So it's the same everywhere. Just check. I have my footprint everywhere.
All right. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. I really cannot. Okay, somebody's asking a question. Mr. Ebuka Stanley says, please, sir, why you are yet to reply my question on the 5 whys we must ask ourselves. Okay, Mr. Ebuka, I think you missed that section because he gave us everything. He gave out the 5 whys.
The 5 whys is not any big deal. It's asking why 5 times. So when you ask the first why and you get an answer, why is that answer? And you get another answer, why is that other answer? So ask the why for 5 times, you would have gotten to the root, the cause, or you have gotten the solution, an answer to the problem. So it's very easy. Ask the why for 5 times. Why are we black? Because we are born into the African lineage or whatever. Why are we born into the African lineage? There are different lineages, and why are there different lineages? God created them so. Why did God create them so? Because there needed to be distinction. Why did there need to be distinction? So that there will not be confusion. Why will there not be confusion? So that everybody can. You just ask that why for 5 times. When you do project management, they will show you.
Yes, that's true. Okay. Is there any other question, Mr. Ebuka Stanley? Are you okay with that? All right, so I cannot see any other question here. You've done justice to this topic, sir, and we are really grateful. So everyone here, if you
Somebody
can
keeps
see me,
somebody keeps washing their hand. Gloria keeps washing her hand. I'm wondering what that means. Wash his hand. Wash his hand. What does that mean? Oh, you guys teach me. I don't know.
okay, this is Miss Gilga Elbow. Miss Gilga, you can tell
Gilga,
us.
yeah.
You can tell us in the
What does it
comment
mean to
section.
wash hand? Wash hands. It can also be a clap or something.
Yes, I think it's a way of throwing salutes. I thought you said you're a worry man.
But I've not seen this one before. Hashtag wash hand, wash hands.
Maybe that's a way of saying well done, sir. I think so, sir. That's a way of saying
Fantastic. I enjoyed my time with you guys. It's
thank
almost
you
nine
so much,
o'clock.
sir.
I want to run.
So much, sir. Thank you so much, sir. So if you can see him, if you can see us on the screen, you can follow him with the name he's bearing, with the name you can see there, and Segun Manuel everywhere on all his social media platforms. Okay. Thank you so much, sir. We are so glad. We are grateful having you here, sir. Do have an
So my hair is fine,
amazing,
Che.
very fine, sir. Do have an
Thank you for
amazing
having me. Have a wonderful night.
and favored night rest, sir. Yes,
All
sir. All
right.
right, sir. Okay, bye. Okay. All right. All right. All right. Thank you, Mr. Shegun. It has been a history, a journey of value back to back from the first speaker, the pen goddess, to the prince of copywriting, to Mr. Fee Steven and Mr. Shegun Manuel. It has been amazing. It has been amazing all through. I mean, this night, I'm not even going to be able to sleep. Like, I just have to sit down and think about my life and apply everything that has been said here to my life. It has been an amazing journey. It has been an amazing journey. Miss Gilga still says wash hand, wash hand. Maybe you will tell us more about that later in the comment section. Thank you all for joining us. We are really grateful. On behalf of the convener, Mr. Emmanuel Uzochukwu, we are saying thank you for joining us. Thank you for coming out to add value to yourselves. Thank you so much. Tomorrow we are going to have another set of people who are going to come to give these values to us. So make sure that you're following the notifications. Make sure you're on our WhatsApp and Telegram groups. Make sure you get to check everything we post there. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much. Do have an amazing night rest. Do have an amazing night rest. So tomorrow we assemble here by 4 o'clock again. 4 o'clock in the evening. That's the Nigerian time. All right. So if you're somewhere else, you can check the equivalent of 4 o'clock. All right. So thank you. Do have an amazing night rest. God bless you all. Bye. All right. Good night.